Here with the legendary, you already know, Tank. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, getting ready. We almost there, so feeling great.
So Roach is known for a lot of his counter punches. How do you feel you're going to be breaking down that defense in the ring? I told you I like.
Universally, people A, thought you fought an amazing fight, and B, thought you won it and it got taken from you. What has that outpouring meant to you as a fighter?
It meant a lot to me, man. The core boxing fans and even the spectators across the world, man, just it shows their support. It shows that everyone's so
hand that, like, that kind of landed. He kind of rolled with it, but after that, you could see him wipe his eye. And then right after I hit him with the jab, you could see him wipe his other eye. So it's like it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say it's grease in my eye. And I think even when he say that, you could see me, because I'm right beside him, you could see me like, nigga, what you talking about? So,
right.
But you say you don't think he willing though.
Whatever.
Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. are running it back, and this time it's personal. After a controversial majority draw in their first pro clash, both fighters are coming into this rematch with something to prove.
a big difference. I'll be more comfortable at 135 pounds, 5 pounds less to lose, and it's just that's one of the things that definitely factored in, and the fact that I know that I am one of the best in the world. So I'm able to compete. Well, we have history. We fought twice in the amateurs, and it's about that time.
When you lock up, is he strong? Tell that man too small, bro. Y'all in the same weight class.
I mean, that's a new weight class for me. A new weight class for me.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all was in the same weight class. And you still feel like you too small?
He was too small.
Dang.
Definitely in my eyes and in my view that I have to come with it all. I have to do more. Obviously, just to secure the win is doing just enough to get a draw. So I have to push harder. I have to train harder.
For Roach, it's redemption. For Davis, it's legacy. They've met before, twice as amateurs and once as pros.
We just got wait and see. He a good fighter, but I'm coming with what I'm coming with, and just gotta make him make mistakes and things like that, and see if we can open him up and attack his openness.
Now he is going up weight class for this fight. Do you feel like that's going to be a disadvantage for him?
No, I think low key, I think he's still like probably a little bigger than me. So as far as like size wise and height, so I think that it wouldn't really matter because I'm naturally a small guy, and I'm not somebody that's coming down from like a heavy weight class. Like the most I probably weigh this or the last couple cans was they ain't stay focused on the task. So once you in the ring, it's like no turning back, and you definitely don't want to get caught and be embarrassed. So you gotta stay sharp at all times while you're inside that ring.
I know that's right. Talking about staying sharp, is there anything that changed in your regiment to prepare for this fight with Roach?
Well, I'm training in D.C. I haven't trained up here.
Roach believes he was robbed not once, but twice. And after their March 1st bout ended in a disputed draw, he's not just looking for a win, he's demanding justice. Now, the rematch is set for August 16th in Las Vegas, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Davis has never fought a rematch. He's never had to.
So I don't think that that play a major part, but it's definitely going to be a great fight. I feel as though that, he has top-notch skills and I have top-notch skills. So come March the 1st, it's going to be fireworks for sure.
And man, March the 1st is going to be one of many great fights that you've had. How do you keep your composure with such high stakes when you're in the ring?
Just got it.
What happened that night? Everyone saw the true outcome. Even though we didn't get it on the scorecard, everyone knows, and that's the importance. Even throughout this appeal situation, they were supportive and thinking that the fight should have been overturned, and that's what really matters, that everyone knows. So yeah, we didn't get it on paper, but in the hearts of everyone who watched that fight, and especially the ones that are sensible, they know what happened.
Obviously, the part with the grease in the eye, that took on a life of its own. You know what I'm saying? That was a headline in the fight. One is, what did you think when he said that initially, just like the grease in the eye? But two is like, when you was in the fight, was there any point that you saw that? Like, did you see like him kind of messing with his eye, or did you have any indication that that was something that was bothering him?
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
you jabbed him.
Before I jabbed him. Even that right hand.
But Roach gave him problems, real problems. From sharp counters to fearless exchanges, Roach stood toe-to-toe with one of boxing's most feared punchers.
Harder. I have to be more mean. I have to be more physical. I have to do a lot. I have to do everything just a little more. And I think that will definitely put me over the hump. And I'm more than motivated to get back in there, get back in the camp, and work hard so I could secure a victory over a pound-for-pound fighter. In which
we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year.
What weight would you fight him at?
We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely. Gervonta were scheduled to fight for sure.
How real, or what was to it with you and Tank actually being the thing? Was that something that was talked about?
Yeah, no, it was highly talked about and in negotiations and almost ready to make happen, but he has to do his rematch with Lamont and get that W, and then we'll be able to run it back. But me and Gervonta were scheduled to fight for sure.
Canelo obviously, didn't materialize. Was the next one Tank?
Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back. And then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line, and things just fall through.
As you're watching, like, he was a gigantic favorite.
This time, Davis says he's coming back meaner, stronger, and more focused. Roach, he says he's bringing a tool bag and plans to take that belt home. The boxing world is watching closely. Was the draw a fluke, or has Tank finally met his match?
On the heels of the Canelo thing, are you like, what is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good.
Do fight? What weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. But, and so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, like, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that like we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? Like, if he wins the rematch and you beat Julio?
Who cares? Like, sweat gonna get in your eye, blood gonna get in your eye.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Spit fuck around and get in your eye. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like you can be like, all right, time out, ref. Hold on,
Take no
ref.
time out.
You can't do that.
Right. Would you be cool with Steve Willis doing the next fight?
Hell no.
He can't do the next fight.
No, he can't do the next fight.
Right.
This isn't just a rematch. It's a grudge match, and it could change the course of both men's careers.
Like, yeah, you call my name, I'm coming through. What went into that decision? And you just like, no hesitation, I'm going to take this fight?
Because I know I'm the best. I just know I'm the best. I'm not a small 130-pounder for all the people who don't know. And on top of that, Tank is not a big guy. Actually, probably bigger than him in stature, height and body mass wise. So, it's not.
Can't want to say 2 or 3, but I'm back up this way, and it felt good to be back, in neutral playing field and things like that back in my hometown. So it felt great to be back with the coaches and getting some of this cold weather and things like that. So it felt good. Nothing really changed as far as like training, but just making sure we stay focused on that one guy that's in front of us, and that's Lamont Roach.
Now you talk about that hometown love. You know, for all the hometown boxers that are looking at you for motivation, you know, what advice do you have for them?
Just stay grounded, stay focused. Don't let nobody like take you off your path. And whatever you believe you could do, make sure you attack it.
Who do you have winning, Tank or Roach? Drop your predictions in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for all the latest in boxing news, fights, and behind-the-scenes action.